I'm in.
Live, this is One for the Record. I'm Diana, and today is December 9th, 2013. Here are your news updates for today. Alrighty then. Ooh, let's first go to the Watchers watching the world. Vast new freshwater sources discovered under the sea. Which sea? Hopefully not the sea that all the radiation is dumped in. Not the ocean that has all the BP spilled at the bottom of it. The oil at the bottom, the Correcet. Or the Fukushima debris. Huh. Sure, discovered under the sea. Well, you're dumping all the radiation, right? Alrighty then. Also, Andromeda meteor outbursts in progress. Moving on. I'm attaching a lot of videos tonight. The Extinction Protocol 2012 and beyond. Climate chaos. Killer winter storms predicted to impact UK for next 30 years. Oh, I'm getting itchy. I don't know why. State of Texas and Oklahoma rattled by 3.7 and 4.5 magnitude earthquakes. Indonesia's Mount Merapi erupts, ejects 350 meters of ash cloud. Moving on. So the next 30 years, climate chaos. Killer winter storms predicted to impact UK for next 30 years. Wow, I guess we don't have to worry about global warming there, right? That's because the loop current's already down, and that's what's going on. Breaking news, breakingnews.com. Okay, what do we got here? National Weather Service reports 4 inches of snow has fallen so far this evening in Springfield, Missouri area, coming out of Storm Chaser 4850. What else we got? Anything else new? Not right now. Okay. Let's move on. E&E News, Energy News. Let's go into Fukushima, Japan. See if there's anything new there today. Hopefully they'll have news now that it's a crime to do journalism over there, because everything's a secret. Alright, we're waiting for that to load for some reason. Let's see if I can get into another part of it. Let's see if we can backdoor this. Very strange. Unless they're working on their website, maybe. Stand by. We're going live, so I'm reading it the first time you're hearing it. If we can get to it. Kicked it out. Okay, let's see if this one loaded. Maybe something's going on over there. I checked the webcam over there. You don't really see anybody working or anything over there, the ones I was looking at. I don't understand. People over there or not? On those Fukushima live cam, TEPCO live cam. We'll try to get in there one more time. It's either flooded with people going on there, or they're doing some kind of maintenance or something. Usually I don't have a problem with them. It's not going to load. So I'm going to attach a bunch of things. So I'm not going to worry about it right now. Oh, maybe it looked like it was coming up right when I got rid of it. Stand by. I don't want to edit this out, so we'll just bear with me. Yeah, I'm watching it jump around. Here we go. Okay, they're talking about plutonium. Maybe that's what's going on here. Let's get in there. Alright. Alright, today. Nuclear expert. Plutonium in water leaking into ocean is the most dangerous thing at Fukushima. It can be carried around the world and end up on a beach or in a fish. Researcher. Plutonium contamination a serious threat to environment and human health. That's the only thing. Maybe they just uploaded it. I don't know. Okay. U.S. Canada. Oh, here's some stuff going on. Explosion and blades inside protected area. U.S. nuclear plant in Arkansas. Heads up. Here we go. That's what's going on. Good thing we waited. Explosion and blaze inside protected area at U.S. nuclear plant in Arkansas. Transformer blows in Unit 2. Causes fire that goes uncontained for 90 minutes. Loud ground shaking explosion reported. Reactor remains shut down. Extent of damage under investigation. Heads up, Arkansas. If you're by there, get out of there. That's what I say. Don't hang around there. Pack it up. Take your go bag. Whatever you need to do. Get away from that. Alrighty then. 90 minutes. I think that's all it takes for a meltdown, isn't it? 90 minutes. Haven't I said that before? From what they have reported. Also, here we go. Weird things happening on California coast. Previously unknown toxic algae blooms proliferating. Unprecedented massive oxygen. Poor water near shore. Massive oxygen. Poor, P-O-O-R, water near shore. TV. Mystery strandings of large squid covers miles and experts baffled. Essentially killing themselves. It's just really weird. Now that's happened before with the squids, but I don't know, maybe this is a larger thing than normal. San Francisco Chronicle. Fukushima radiation possible culprit in huge starfish die off from Mexico to Alaska. Potential catastrophe. It's extremely virulent. Going on up and down coast. It's going to change what's out there pretty fundamentally. Wow. Also, director. We saw plutonium from Fukushima out in New Mexico desert. What? Let's say that again. Director. We saw plutonium from Fukushima out in New Mexico desert. Local and regional contaminations of plutonium in environment have resulted from nuclear accident. Oh, and did they warn anybody of that? And when did they see that? We saw? Oh, and they're reporting on it now. So when did they see that? Did they tell anyone? Is people driving through that? Are people camping in the middle of that New Mexico desert? Alrighty then. What's going on that they're not telling the people? Alright. Let's do it this way. Director. What director? Let's go into this one. Local and regional. Contaminations of plutonium in environment had resulted from Fukushima. Isn't there some? Why would it be just in the desert? Wouldn't it be in the city also? Someone needs to be sued, huh? Some people need to step down. Some people are incompetent, and the ones who didn't warn us, the ones that are being paid by taxpayers to do their job, obviously they haven't. We saw plutonium from Fukushima out in New Mexico desert. What was it? Was it on the highway? I mean, where did you see it? You saw it from a satellite? How did you see it? Local and regional contaminations of plutonium in an environment have resulted from nuclear accident. Do you understand what's going on? Do you understand? Hey, news, you never reported on it? Yeah, I guess you're liable. I guess everyone can start getting the class action suits going for them not reporting on it. Is that what's going on? Because you know what? Everyone is concerned. They're concerned now. Now they're reporting that they saw plutonium, where only a little Dixie cup would kill a whole giant room of people. Let's see. Isn't there more information on that? Let's see what's going on here. Heads up, everybody, especially in New Mexico, especially all the way across from wherever to New Mexico. The CEMRC observed activity from Fukushima in their environment filters. It took roughly 3 days for radioactive material to come 10,000 miles. Russell Hardy, director of the Carlsbad Environmental Monitoring and Research Center in New Mexico. Okay, track him down. We want to know why we're hearing about it now. How come we didn't hear about it before? Track this guy down. Russell Hardy, director of Carlsbad Environmental Monitoring and Research Center in New Mexico, said it was low-level activity below any environmental concern. No, plutonium, any type of plutonium on a molecular level. Nano level. That's totally a hazard. But we started seeing iodine-131, tellurium, and cesium. We know that it came from Fukushima because of when it happened, and because each of the nuclear incidents, whether it's Chernobyl, Fukushima, or 3 Mile Island, they each use different mixtures in their fuel rods, and they have different types of reactors when they have an incident. So this guy's saying when they have an incident, they create their own signature. Looking at these ratios of plutonium, americium, and cesium, you can determine which event it was tied to. The 4 times that we've seen plutonium out in the desert, from a 1960 Atomic Energy Commission underground explosion 12 miles from Carlsbad, as well as the Fukushima incidents, just validates that what we're doing works. What you're doing is not warning the people till 1,000 days after the incident, right? That it's continuous. We detected in the March monthly composite samples due to the Fukushima NPP accident in Japan. Then is it no detectable concentrations of plutonium were detected for Fukushima as stated in the 2011 report, or we've seen plutonium from Fukushima as stated in today's article? Oh, they're saying the same thing. I think they're saying, why wasn't this reported sooner? Why were we told we didn't have to worry about anything? We know who said that, right? Oh, don't have to protect yourselves and not have to worry. Wonder who said that. Bunch of people that really don't give a crap about us. Alright? You get what I'm saying? Nor themselves. For some reason, they must all be invincible to plutonium and everything else. And they might be. For some reason. Wonder what could the reasons be. Alright, I'm very upset now. Someone finally said, now this guy's going to get in trouble for even saying it. You see what I'm saying? Oh yeah, someone's in trouble now. Someone's in, someone's in bigger trouble now, because obviously it didn't just fall in the desert. It fell all over the place, right? I don't think it said, hey, let's stop here in just the New Mexico desert. Not on the rooftops of houses, you know, or anywhere else. Also, we advised that all this other nuclear stuff, they'll all blame it on Fukushima anyway. But if it is from Fukushima, and it only took 10 days, where were the warnings? Where was the monitoring systems? See? Alright. What's going on with RadNet or whatever it was called? Right? Only one time something slipped out and it was like 7,000 becquerels or something, or whatever it was. Millisieverts or whatever. Remember that one in Indiana? In that area? Remember? One time. Someone must have accidentally turned the monitor on publicly, and it had like some kind of giant amount of radiation. You can look that up somewhere. It was reported quite a while back. I think it was more than a year ago. Alrighty then. Be safe. Be prepared for anything. You gotta get yourself some kind of radiation detectors. I should, too. Can't afford it right now. Anyone want to send me a radiation detector? I'll go out and start detecting stuff all around Florida. And I'm as far east as you can go. You understand that, right? So, just figure it's going to be worse going back towards the west if I have a bunch of stuff here, which we had the highest cesium in the Space Coast in the whole world after Fukushima. I think in April. You can look that up on E&E News. You could Google that one. Wow. So heads up. And now that they want to make it all a secret, that doesn't mean they're still not liable. Alrighty then. And they don't have to say anything. Everyone just pull out your radiation detectors. You see what I'm saying? And all the scientists that want to get samples, go ahead and do them. If it has the signature of Fukushima, I guess it's time to do the class action suit, right? That's the only way I can figure you can stop them, I guess, is if everyone starts doing class action suits on them. Because as they said, they have their own signature. It has its own signature, so. Well, someone's liable. Here comes the suits. And for the media who didn't report on that and had that information, I guess they're in trouble too, huh? Because here's one thing about California. They love to sue. I know. I was born there. They can find some reason to sue your ass because you are liable. It's the principle of the matter. It's the principle of the matter, I say. They did someone wrong, and then they tell them not to be concerned. They're going to show you. They're going to show you how they are concerned, and you better start being concerned about your wallet over there. Because they're going right after you. Especially when you said don't be concerned. Wrong thing to say. Now every second it's going to be they're concerned. They're concerned. You never say that to a Californian, because that was the red flag. Now the suits will follow. They find any evidence. Right now, this guy found evidence that it has a signature of Fukushima. Gosh, all the people who wanted to go out camping in the desert, now they're going to file suit against everything, because you have disrupted their lives. They might go to the desert because they want to, for their health reasons. Some people need that dry, hot air. Oh, yes. The suits will follow now. I don't see how they're going to stay in business anyway. Right? Anyone finds any kind of radiation and they log it and it has that signature going, oh well. You try to hide and run. But when that West Coast gets concerned, The lawyers will follow. They have some of the best lawyers, too. Oh, yeah. Alrighty then. You take care. Be prepared for anything. Might have to wait. You know, like how the drug companies have all that. Oh, if this happened to you, if this medicine was bad, contact this lawyer. You wait. Your farm and the cigarettes. Oh no, Philip Morris. I'm sure you don't hydroponically indoors grow your tobacco. So heads up, everyone. There, heads up. You don't want to be smoking plutonium, right? I'm sure all these corporations are going to start suing also. I'm sure all the farmlands are going to start suing. Damaged their property. You threw garbage. You have litter. You have littered the environment. You have toxified it. And boy, the fines are going to come. The California courts are going to come for you. You just throw a cigarette ash out. You throw a cigarette ash out the window, $1,000 fine. Just if you do this, you know, you do this out the window with the cigarette. Some guy did that. I knew them. Someone did that. They got pulled over, and wanted the cops writing the ticket, $1,000 fine. The passenger in the car, the girlfriend, lights up a cigarette and starts doing the same thing out the window, and then they got 2 fines just for the ashes. Wonder what kind of ashes from Fukushima came over. I think you guys are out of business as of right now. There's your free consultation. Better figure it out fast. Because you know what? There is capitalism still here. And I'll tell you what. You got those big corporations and you have just ruined their food. You have ruined the water. You have ruined their property. Basically, you have destroyed their property. They're coming for you too. There's a lot of people coming for you. And your secrecy is not going to help you a bit, because it's just like a DNA of the it's like a DNA sample of the nuclear plant. All right? You got the signature, you're in trouble now. And with this economy, you're really in trouble now. I think you're going to be put out of business. Alrighty then? Anyone gets sick, they can still find the signature of the stuff in your system. Whatever it is, whatever the contaminant is, that's it. Class action suits are very soon going to follow. Because they are concerned. Alrighty then, take care, stay tuned. Got a cool UFO footage. I think I'm going to put it at the beginning, because I don't know if I couldn't even find who made it. I got it off of the Commons, Creative Commons, and then I tried to see the attribute on it, and it's like, I don't know where it came from. So heads up on that. It's some kind of, it looks real to me. Take care. Catch you on the flip side. I just have to add this in. Heads up on this. Oh my god, what is the hair gets blowing all over my face and oh, itchy stuff. But I don't know what that is. It's coming out, I guess, out of the laptop fan. Who knows? Or the blue light. Alright. Now, let's start over. I have to say this. Has Fukushima ruined the crops of Monsanto? Has Fukushima ruined the genetically modified crops? I guess Monsanto's coming for you guys too. What do you think? They're not just gonna... No, they'll destroy them. They'll burn them all up, put holes in them, and they'll shrivel them up. Oh yeah. What now? You know, it's like rats turning on each other. Guess what? Monsanto's not responsible, and then TEPCO's gonna try to say they're not responsible, and guess what? One's gonna destroy the other. You gotta let it rip. It has to. Fukushima is destroying your crops over there, Monsanto. I remember when they were at Disneyland, and they shrunk you down to like an atom. And they gave like a free tour on shrinking you down as an atom. I don't know if people remember that one, the Monsanto. An E-ticket ride? I think it was the E-ticket ride. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was only a B-ticket ride. But guess what? The tobacco crops are going to be ruined. Monsanto's going to be ruined. The good crops, too, are going to be ruined. Hopefully people will know the greenhouse start doing this stuff inside. But the ones that have the giant amount of land that's just open, the mega farms, the mega crops, you're all going to be destroyed by Fukushima. Now what? Oh, we're going to sue each other? You better figure it out fast. There's your free consultation. I say it again, let the suits begin. It's all going to go. Everyone's going to be suing each other. Alright, be prepared for anything. I'll see you on the flip side. Stay tuned. Got some good footage coming up.
Hey everybody, Dutch Sense here. 3:11 a.m. Central Time on Monday, December 9th, 2013. And we're looking at Earthquake 3D here, which is a USGS feed of the most recent earthquakes. And you can see a series of earthquakes have now occurred just south of Yellowstone National Park. And a 4.2, 3.2, and a 3.9 in succession over the last 24 hours. And that's pretty significant to see on top of what happened the day before. We saw a 4.0 followed by a series of 3.0s occur in Oklahoma and a 3.7 in North Texas. Now these are all fracking earthquakes. We already looked those up. I put together a post on my website showing you the frack well that's the nearest spot. The USGS has updated this information from 2 days ago and moved the area entirely, but it still falls right next to a frack well. So I think they determined which frack well it came from in Oklahoma, or at least you hope they would. And up here to the northwest, I have Google Earth open now, so let's go ahead and look this up. And the way you do this, guys, is just go ahead and pull the coordinates from the USGS and plot them in on Google Earth. Okay. So this will just show you what's in the surrounding area. And of course, there's not much going on here man-made wise, but it is just south of the park. Let's go ahead and look and see how far that is mile-wise. It's about 80 miles south. Okay, so that's fairly far, but definitely still part of the overall volcanic complex. The volcanic chain they found goes all the way down, stretching down into Idaho, and we're talking past eruptions of Yellowstone, and we don't have time to go look that up now, but if you're interested, I'll put some links down below for Yellowstone. Let's go back over and take a look at Earthquake 3D. This is the overall edge of the craton. As I explained in my previous post on my website, and this is the USGS confirmation of fracking earthquakes occurring in Oklahoma, but I put together this graphic here to show you the North American craton. And here's the defined edge, and it goes all the way up here to the Pacific Northwest, south through Texas and Louisiana, and then curls up the East Coast. And we've got Yellowstone right here along the edge. So we had movement along the southern edge, and again, that's Texas, Oklahoma, and that was the 4.0 activity we just looked at here. And then that was subsequent movement occurring at Yellowstone. And this is kind of a transfer effect that's going on here, guys. It started last week with a 5.5 that occurred off the west coast. It's no longer on the map here. As a matter of fact, we can go look that up really quick. And then you can see it. And we'll turn it down for the full 30 days. So there you have it. 5.5 kicked it off. That took it down to Oklahoma, which kicked off multiple 3.0 earthquakes, building up to the 4.5. And as I said in my post, I'm not trying to brag or anything here, guys, but set it, watch Yellowstone, watch the fracking operations. Those are the areas that are showing movement when the craton is under pressure. And again, that craton is the defined edge of the craton that's showing that pressure via earthquakes. It doesn't help that they're actually drilling into it in the south. Okay, they're actually riddling it with small shafts, miles deep. But we don't have time to go into that here. Just watch the area now that we've seen this kind of movement. And let me take you back to the last 7 days now. It says watch out for further movement in areas that haven't experienced movement yet. Okay, so you see this 3.5 up here to the northwest. Then we have the 4.2 and 3.9 here at Yellowstone, 4.5, 3.7 here at Texas, Oklahoma. Areas that have not had earthquakes recently, that would be Arkansas, reaching up to the East Coast, right up here along the edge of the craton. We need to watch from here down in the southwest all the way up to the northeast up here into Canada. And we had those multiple 4 and 5.0 earthquakes that happened last year and in 2011 up here in Canada and in Virginia, which caused damage in the capital. And we saw the same kind of activity beforehand. So that's something to watch out for. I'm not saying it's going to repeat itself. You hope it doesn't. And I'll put links down below also, guys. So if you guys are curious and you want to start monitoring these things yourself, I've provided many links that'll get you going. There's many more I'm sure that you'll find in your quest to find this information. It's not all in one place, folks. You have to do this searching yourself. Much love. Be safe. Always have an earthquake plan ready and be prepared just in case.
I gotta add just one more thing. I'm on a roll now. And you know what they're probably they're gonna say what you're liable for out there, TEPCO. You know what you're liable in the mainstream news media. It's gonna go under the guise of the endangerment of human life for monetary profit and gain. And I'm sure this has actually killed people too, so wrongful death for malicious intent of monetary gain. That goes for the news media too. You didn't want to lose your jobs, you didn't want to report on it, journalism didn't want to do it. Oh well, there goes the transfer of wealth. Most of you will probably be personally sued also, just because, well, I didn't want to lose my job. Well, that's monetary gain. You understand that? You understand what monetary gain is? You endangered children, child endangerment, human endangerment, animal cruelty, animal endangerment, planetary endangerment, global community endangerment, and actually wrongful deaths. Oh my goodness. And for anyone in the media who didn't report on it, I guess they're personally liable. So there's your transfer of wealth. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, California is very concerned. Oh, and one last thing. So I guess now that takes care of our deficit, or whatever's going on. Because of what's happened with Japan. They just bought all our debt. We are no longer in debt anymore. If they've destroyed a whole bunch of stuff over here, which I'm sure that's what's going on, by their recklessness and lack of communication and secrecy now, I guess we as a country are no longer in debt. They have just bought it all, haven't they? And that takes care of our problem here with our economy, doesn't it? And to be more specific about it, they just paid off all our debt. They are the ones now in debt. Oh wow. Because of all of this, Fukushima, oh well. I believe now our debt has been paid off. Thanks, Japan.